interview with BBC News, Olisamitu disclosed the reason why he did not want PDP to zone their presidency to the southern parts of Nigeria. He said that Wike, the governor of Rivers State, wanted it to be zoned to the south so that he might have a chance to become the party's presidential candidate. He stated that if the presidency was zoned to the south, Wike would have been the party's flag bearer today, but he fought against it. He told PDP that zoning to the south is not a good idea. They should try another method of electing their candidates. He wanted Peter Obi to become the party's presidential candidate, and if it was zoned to the south, Obi wouldn't have a chance to become their candidate. The candidate can only be Wike because he is one of the strongest politicians from the south in PDP. So the party decided to elect their candidate through qualifications, which later resulted in Atiku becoming the presidential candidate of PDP. He was the one who fought against zoning to the south to avoid Wike being the flag bearer, but to give Peter Obi a chance of becoming the flag bearer. Although he wasn't very sure Peter Obi would have won the primaries, but unfortunately he left PDP. All of you don't know what you are saying. So it's because of you. That was why Wike did not get it, or Atiku now got it because of his dollars that he used in paying them. Is that what you? All of you don't know what you want. At the end of the day, it is all about all of you selfish interests, not because of the people. And all of them who are shouting, let it be zoned to the south, to the south, to the south, to the south. It's not because of the people, because ordinarily, even as a governor in all the countries, in all the country, all the governors in all the country, in the whole country, if each of them is sincere to do the needful, believe you me, Nigerians will not be complaining. At least we will know the areas at which we are going to be holding the federal government. But unfortunately, the federal government is not even doing anything, because when you talk about the economy, generally, economy is going to be controlled. The level at which the economy will go will be controlled by the federal government. We talk about the exchange rate. We talk about some key areas, and that is the reason why you see that majority of the people are always concentrating on the center. The federal government, they don't do this. The president, they don't do this. But there are other things in other areas that even the governors can really do the needful. So at the end of the day, whether they zone anything to anywhere, it's not supposed to even be a problem. But because you guys are not doing anything, and the reason why you are crying for the zoning is not because you want to make the life of the people better off. No, not because of that. It's because of the appointment contract here and there, juicy positions here and there. You want to be relevant, you want to be placed or rightfully placed. That is the reason why all of you are talking about the zoning or talking about whatever. It is not all about the people. The only time you need the people is just for you to have a few numbers of people, then you have to merge it and add it to your rigging plan. That's just it. You don't need the people for anything, and they have been able to subdue the people to the extent that people don't even know where to go, and also using forces, security agencies, to suppress the people, to intimidate the people. So to me, what you have said is neither here nor there, because at the end of the day, it's not all about the people, it's all about you guys. You continue to do yourselves. I don't know why you guys cannot just sit down. But even if at all, like me, I don't even want to go into that route, be saying, you did not allow your people to go, because even as we speak, as people, we are not getting anything. Whether anywhere they zone it to, it's all about these people. Is it not this me too that is still being tried? I heard somebody yesterday that is it not this Lisa, who anytime there's a court case, that is when they will not begin to form. They will begin to form one sickness or the other, but now it can stand. But just let's talk about a court case now. It will go flat. So nobody should be falling for all this nonsense these guys are spewing, because it is not all about you. Their interest is different from the interest of the masses. They are doing the bidding of the people. Even if you want to do your own bidding, but at least the people must come first. But reverse is the case. Reverse is the case. Because some people now will not say, what are we, start to blame him, start to blame Wike, start to blame Atiku. At the end of the day, don't blame these guys, because irrespective of what Nigeria is today, these guys are not hungry. These guys can feed themselves 3 times a day. These guys can get the good things of this life. They have the money, whether they have stolen it or by the virtue of their offices, they have it. So don't just pity them. Pity yourself as Nigerians, as a citizen. Pity yourself because they don't have you in mind. It's all about playing chess. Who gets what? That is all they are concerned. That is all what they are concerned with. So I know a lot of people now will not want to look at that area. Think about yourself, but you hear them, oh, what have you done? See what it cost. Either way, whether they zone it to, whether Wike gets it, whether Atiku gets it, whether Obi gets it, it is all about what they are going to get, who is going to do their own bidding, who is going to be ready to be manipulated, who is going to do the bidding of the politicians. That is what these guys are up to, not for anything, not because of you. Okay, some people are asking him now that, so what did you achieve by zoning it to the north? You will be a slave forever just because of bitter belle. The gain is that the loquacious murderer Wike gave way to the surreptitious, cunning, and deceitful murderer Peter Obi. I do not know the difference between 12 pence and 1 shilling. Wike threw it opened instead of it to come to southeast. Okay. So why we the Igbos are blaming the Yorubas for our ordeals? Here my brother me too, he fought the presidency not to come to the south. So tell me, how would Peter Obi get the tickets when people like me too preferred not Atiku compared to his fellow brother Peter Obi? Please, Igbo, we are the problem of ourselves. Those that which wants Obi from getting the PDP ticket will surely suffer it. Don't mind those ignorance blaming Yoruba for their failure. Oga, go listen to the full interview to understand why and stop being childish. The question is that at the end of the day, what is your own game at the end of the day? You are not getting it clearly. He said it should be thrown open so that Peter Obi will have a chance to pick the tickets of on. Unfortunately, Peter Obi left PDP. Would they have given him? They wouldn't have even given him. My question is that why is it that all of them cannot sit down together and say this is it? Because even if you look at what he's saying in another angle, you see that even Wike himself, he said, oh, the southern governors met together and they concluded that it's going to be zoned to the south. South, how? Who is now going to be the person that the person that will be generally accepted? Did they agree on that? No, even Wike did not do that. Wike did not even do that. All of them, like I said, forget all these politicians. They don't have your interest at heart. All they know is them, and them alone. And that is how they are doing themselves. So guys, let's hear your opinion and have your take on this.